I'm so shocked that I've never heard of or seen these temples before. How can anyone miss this? Hey, what's up? Welcome to my channel. It's Indy. Thanks for joining me. Today we're gonna watch another temple video, which is one of my favorite things to watch here and react to, and it is gonna be the Meenakshi Temple of Madurai. And I've never heard of it before, so I'm thrilled to see how stunning and amazing it's gonna be.
After another night train ride from Chennai, we arrived in the city of Madurai at 3 a.m. Normally, it's not hard to find a hostel anywhere in India, but it's close to the new year, and some kind of religious festival is happening in Madurai. We walked for hours in the dark before finding a room in the dirtiest hostel we've ever seen. Nevertheless, with only one day in Madurai, we find ourselves at the entrance to the magnificent temple in the center of the city.
Why were they painted like that? I mean, I can see the aesthetic appeal, I suppose, but clearly they were recently painted.
So we've taken a 2-day train journey, and we are finally at our destination in Madurai. And this is the reason we came here. Very different kind of temple, Hindu temple, the South Indian style. We're actually in the province of Tamil Nadu. The people here don't speak Hindi anymore, they speak Tamil, and they've got some different stuff from the rest of India.
Oh my, look at the color! Wow.
Reaching up to 50 meters high and sprawling for 45 acres, the Meenakshi Temple complex can be seen from anywhere in the city, and is a brilliant example of a South Indian Hindu temple. The city of Madurai goes back 2,500 years, and the Meenakshi Temple was mentioned as early as the 7th century. After being sacked by Muslim invaders in 1310, the current structures were constructed between the 13th and 17th century.
Okay, so they're not that old. I was gonna say, what? The current structures. The base,
compared to North Indian landmarks,
foundation,
most of which don't serve any practical purpose anymore, the Meenakshi Temple is actively used and maintained. All 33,000 of its carvings are regularly repainted to keep their vibrant colors.
33,000 are regularly painted? That's crazy. Oh. Wow. That's so stunning.
The inside of the temple complex is beautifully painted with an abundance of color. And being a temple devoted to the goddess Meenakshi, the consort of Shiva, statues of both are everywhere. There are lots of tourists, but most of the 15,000 daily visitors are pilgrims carrying out their worship. Despite the crowd, the cool air inside makes this a pleasant experience.
Wow. Look at that. That's amazing.
ceremonial elephant keeps a steady stream of locals occupied. You can pay for a brief ride or have your head touched by the elephant's trunk. With so many customers, the handler doesn't even pay attention to the tourists, except...
Hello, please.
Did she say it's $100 to ride the elephant?
Near the exit, there are the usual strategically placed souvenir shops. Since only Hindus are allowed in the inner sanctum, here is where tourists are often found.
Only Hindus are allowed in the inner sanctum. Interesting. Wow. I cannot get over the sculptures. That's amazing. What an interesting shape, too.
There are 14 towers, large and small, within the complex. And with
14?
each carrying thousands of Koreans, it is entirely possible to spend a whole day here.
Wow. That's amazing. It's so old, too. Cool. Really cool. I can't imagine the job of painting all those sculptures. 33,000 sculptures.
For us, a poorly planned itinerary means that we have only a couple of hours, just barely enough time to appreciate the true size of these enormous structures, but not enough time to cover the entire temple grounds.
How tall are they? I
After
forgot.
some hasty photos and videos, it's time to go find a bus for tonight.
That gray
will
sky
take
looks
us out of
perfect with those
Tamil
colors.
Nadu and into the neighboring state of Kerala.
Amazing. Oh, India. So stunning.
As night falls and we prepare to catch the bus, we take one last look at Meenakshi temple from a distance. Even after having been there, the towers still don't look real. We will have to leave these alien-looking structures now.
They
It's
seriously
going to
do
be
look
New
very
Year's
alien.
Eve tomorrow, and we have a long bus ride tonight.
Wow. The amount of time that it must take to paint all of those sculptures, I can't imagine it. They must have a massive team of people who get up on scaffolds and they do a section. Whew. Honestly, I think that would be a pretty cool job, being a temple painter and, you know, keeping up with making sure those sculptures look fresh and colorful. That would be pretty cool, at least to me. Obviously, it's very hard work, but I don't mind hard work. And I like painting, so stunning. I'm shocked that I've never seen or heard of the Meenakshi temples. They are amazing. And I took an art history course. We didn't go in depth into it, and I definitely am shocked that these temples weren't on the curriculum for the Hindu course study. So maybe I should forward an email of this, forward this to my art history professor. She would probably find it fascinating. You obviously can't get a proper appreciation, English, for the size of those temples. I don't remember how tall he said they were, but they are obviously massive, and there's 14 of them, and they cover 45 acres with all those sculptures. And the decoration and the intricate design doesn't even end at the outside. It continues all the way throughout the inside. It just blows my mind how there are so many structures that are so intricately decorated like that, and how long it must have taken to finish them. And they're so old too. Obviously the sculptures aren't all as old as the 600s, but the original foundation is that old, and that's just amazing. Ugh. I'm like geeking so hard. I love history. I love the feeling of standing in the same spot where ancient people stood, or even where they were, like, this is an ancient place where they would wash their clothes. I'm like, wow, they were actually here. They were washing their stuff. That just, oh my God, I'm such a nerd about that kind of stuff. That's why I love traveling, and I don't usually like to go places where you don't get a sense of history, you know? So it's kind of weird that I live in the US. I mean, I'm used to it here. I was born here, but there's no sense of history here. There's natural history, but that's not quite the same. I would love to see it. I would totally love to see it. And it's in South India, so it's interesting. Now I'm kind of getting a little bit of a picture in my head of what's where. So Meenakshi in the city of Madurai, I'm not sure if I'm saying that right, is in the south, next to Kerala, and et cetera, you know. So thanks for watching. If you're a subscriber, thank you so much for your support. I really appreciate it. You're the best. And if you're not a subscriber, consider clicking that subscribe button for me to join our community here. That would be awesome. Anyway, thanks for watching again, and I will see you next time.